Hello and welcome to the next video on filling out a few documents again correctly so that we do it right the first time. It's a lot of work and I would hate for me to have to kick a document back to you just so you could resubmit it using the correct format. So as you can see, I'm in the Modules tab within Canvas. I'm going to scroll down and we're going to look at the student evaluation of the fieldwork experience. Click on student evaluation of the fieldwork experience. And it brings up this document. So I use this document in conjunction with the other document on the fieldwork site visit to help me determine where students should go in the future, what students should go to a placement, and how to make a placement better. So I don't just take these documents, file them. I do read through them and reflect upon them, and if necessary, go back to the site to help them develop better fieldwork experiences in the future. So please fill these out as accurately as possible. So basic demographic information about the site. If this is your first level 2, you're going to fill this box in. If it's your second level 2, you're going to fill this box in. Please fill out public transportation in the area. If you don't mind a student contacting you in the future, put down an email address here. And if they have questions, I may put them in contact with you. Now, this right here, if you have an electronic signature, please put it here. If not, type your name. If your fieldwork educator has an electronic signature, that's fine. If not, type everything in here, and then I'll be reaching back out to them after you've completed the fieldwork experience, just as a review with this document. So, orientation. Some facilities have a very formal orientation process. Please put that here. This again helps me to determine what site is best for what students in the future. Other facilities are a little bit more, well, here's the bathroom, here's the receptionist, here's the refrigerator. So again, fill this out as accurately as you possibly can. Next section, it says list approximate. I know you're not going to know the exact number, but give me an estimated number. And then give me some of the more common conditions or diagnoses that you saw. So if you were in an acute care, maybe you worked with a lot of hip patients, knee patients, back patients, or maybe you were on a rehab unit and you saw a lot of amputations for lower extremity. This is good information to put here for me so that I can properly assess the sites. Now, when we get down into this area, please fill out these evaluations if you're involved in any. If not, tell me none. Don't just leave it blank. It makes me wonder whether you read it. Now, to fill out the number, all you have to do is double click on the number and then highlight it in green. That allows me to see what number you are highlighting for that particular section of this form. Alright, next is make sure you fill all of this in, but the next one I want to talk about is the frame of reference. Please fill this in the best that you can. Again, if you have to click on a number, double click and highlight it for me. Complete this scale where it says circle. Since you're not printing this, again, double click, highlight it in green. So list the fieldwork educators who participated in your learning experience. So these are the OTs and OTRs that you spent the most time with. If you spent one afternoon with somebody, their name does not need to go here, but if you split your time between 2 or possibly 3 people on a very regular basis, I need their name and put their email address here for me too, their credentials, how much time you spent with them. This allows me to send them a certificate that they can claim for continuing education towards their MBCOT certification, and in the near future retaining their state license. Again, take a look at this, highlight what applies. The names may be a little bit different from some of your class names that we've taken here, but you all are smart enough to figure out which one applies. This section here is just like the last document. Double click on the box. If it applies, click check. Please just don't put an X in the box. It winds up being very small and it's hard to read. Come down here, fill in all of this information that it applies. Again, I read these, I take them very serious. It allows me to help prepare for next year. Complete this information. As you can see, this is a 7-page document. It's going to take you a little bit of time to fill out. Do not wait till the last minute. Please keep this in a Word document format. Don't change it to a PDF or some other word processing package. If you're an Apple user, ensure that this remains in a Word document. And as always, if you have questions, please email me.